Oh man, tough job first thing in the morning. Got this big tree that fell down. That's not the hard part. The hard part's going to be that tree up there, which is a real widowmaker. It's just barely hanging in there. That other one fell out of the ground, and this one's ready to go. So our job is to put that puppy on the ground without knocking down this tree too. So we've got to pull it just a little bit that way. It's probably going to shear a bunch of the foliage all the way down. But holy mackerel. Okay, shut this off. Get out of the way. It's going. Get out of the way. Well, there it is, Matt. We got it. We used the four-way for a little bit. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I get into some pretty big rounds, and what I find is that as it retracts, you have to retract it all the way to get these two pieces of wood off of there. So I'm going to try it both ways and see what happens. But so far so good. It's a pretty unit. It's
right in between? Between an 8 and a 10, so I missed
yeah.
9. Works in SAE.
I like it. Alright, I made a little discovery here. I've been playing with this four-way splitter and I'm trying to get the hang of it. One thing I didn't like was I had to pull it all the way back every time that I wanted to split it. But what I'm finding here is I can use it like a vertical log splitter as well as a horizontal log splitter. And in some cases it falls off as you go, and then you can just kind of keep moving it around. So you got big rounds, you can just kind of use this thing to kind of tuck it up underneath the log. I can't do it without letting go of the camera here, but I just kind of pull this foot down here, and that only works on the splitters that have that foot rather than having the wedge on the back side. So it's I've used John's, and I see there's an advantage and a disadvantage, but I like the fact that I can scoot up underneath a piece of wood when it's laying down flat. And if you let gravity kind of work with it, and it's the type of wood that pops open, you can keep splitting and splitting and splitting without having to make the full cycle every time. And then you can just sweep it away. Well, I guess I pushed it too far. I don't quite know what happened. It tore everything up here. Blew a hose. It wasn't quite long enough. I think if I had another 6 inches or 8 inches of hose, I could have done this just fine. It looked like it was not overstretching, but I guess it was. And it pinched the hose down in here when I came up on it. Got to work out a better first hour of use, and I've already broke the hoses. My fault. I screwed up. I thought I was being careful too. Hey, well, here's what happened. This part right here that plugs into this part right here got strained and broke this part right here. So this hose is really about, it'd be nice if it was about a foot longer. That would prevent this from happening. And this right here, I know everybody's a critic, this right here keeps this hose down too close to this area right here. And you really, they've got these devices, they're little spring devices. I'm going to see if I can buy one that you can put in here, and the hoses sit up high and then they plug in, so it keeps all of this from getting caught up in this area down here. Because, I mean, right off the bat, I did that to my hose. Within the first half hour, I thought I was being careful, but it gets caught up in the components here. It's too much of a loop. I know, it's, what do you do? So anyway, just working on figuring out how to do it. So now I got to take this part down here and go down to the Bobcat dealership and get a new bit. All right, I got it fixed. Went down and replaced this component right here. this piece that threads in right here. It was 160 bucks for that damn piece from Bobcat. Yeah, I used it for about an hour and kept it with the hoses looped out like that. Didn't have any more problems. I think I am going to go down and get this hose rebuilt and have it a little bit longer. I think the other one's fine, and I don't know, we'll see. I really do like the idea of being able to use it as a vertical splitter. Just to be able to optimize this machine and use it in all the different configurations. I'm kind of a type of guy who likes to experiment with the tools and see what I can do, or maybe what I can get away with. But you know, I was splitting all this wood over here. There's just some stuff that I got laying around. This is all dead, dry pine, and I didn't have any problems with that. I was just breaking it up without too much of a problem. I still got a few logs over here. These are actually mill logs. I'm going to mill that one up, and got a few more over that way. Some more firewood that I was cutting. I got the Lucas sawmill, and I mill a lot of my own lumber. Got some lumber over there, more over there, more over that way. But now I'm really happy with this machine. I want to talk to you a little bit more about some of the ideas that I have with it. I'm not trying to talk you into changing it, but like I said, I like to play with new toys and new tools and see what I can do with them. But pretty cool tool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if I would have should have ordered the stronger cylinder. It does bog down on knots and stuff, so we'll see. Made in the USA, like that.